Maverick, can you say your name and spell it out for me?
Yeah, Maverick Winter.
My name is Aiden Cannon.
My name is Jordan Toombs.
My name is Luke Siebert.
To sum up my current K-State experience, I would have to start with just how many friends I've made. I think it's been insane. Going into college, I was so scared that I wasn't gonna make any friends. I was like, is this really where I'm gonna find my community? And I can say now, looking back at that, I have made all of the friends that I wanted to make. They all mean so much to me. Summing it up is so hard to do in just a couple words, but it has just been everything that I've wanted it to be and more.
I would sum up my current K-State experience as busy, but very fruitful with how it is. I've been lucky enough to be able to take part in so many things, and my schedule is really busy, but it's something that I just love doing, and I get to do so many things that I love doing here, and it's just been great.
I'd sum up my experience at K-State as definitely being a learning curve. You're kind of coming to a new place. I definitely think being a Midwesterner already, I kind of already get the culture, get the vibe of everything that's going on, but definitely learning the people, the classes, professors, and also just kind of taking note of everything that everyone's telling you, what you should be doing, and that sort of thing.
Yeah, it's been really great so far. So I'm rushing a fraternity right now. It's been really fun with a lot of good guys. Classes are going really well. And I love it here because a lot of other colleges are a big feel, but and not a small town feel at all. I'm from a small town personally, so I like a small town feel to an extent. So being here, and it's a big town, but also a small town feel, just a lot of people who really nice, is really supportive, and I like it a lot.
I think my favorite class is definitely Principles of Biology. So Bio 198. Coming into school, I was told that it was it's the worst class in the world. It's so hard. It's gonna be torture. And then I've loved it. It hasn't been bad. I met so many friends in that class. I love my professor. She's the best. And yeah, so I think that's just definitely my class. And it's also great studying something that I'm actually really interested in.
My Calc 3 class. It is a class where I get very challenged, and I feel I'm learning a lot in, as opposed to some of my other classes where I feel I just get to go in and I have great discussions and I get to learn great material, but it's not challenging me in the same way that calculus is.
Chemistry, because I'm also in psychology and biology, but I'm starting to realize I don't like science that much. And chemistry is a little bit of math in it, so I like that part and solving the problems. So I like chemistry a lot.
Leadership 212. It's a big lecture hall, but we break it down into some different smaller recitation groups. And it's so fun getting to meet those new people and kind of get a deep dive into who it is that you're actually, in class with every day, but also the topics that we're discussing.
My favorite memory so far was probably the first week being here, honestly. Just meeting all the new people and around campus, my fraternity, all these new friends that I didn't know in high school that I'm starting to meet. It's been great, just have a lot of different guys and a good group of people to be around.
Our pancake feed, it was really fun going and just you're just kind of talking to a bunch of new people. It's kind of your first real experience with everyone. So going and doing dances and just having fun, talking to different people. All of our friend groups kind of merged together, so you're meeting new people. It was really fun.
My favorite memory so far was probably going to the K-State open nights and just meeting everybody there and seeing the hypnotist and actually being hypnotized. That was a little horrifying. So yeah, I think that's probably my favorite memory so far.
And I went out with a bunch of people to a concert out in a nearby park, but it was completely free. We got to go there, just had a bunch of fun going, seeing live music, doing that. And then afterwards I went out with some of those people, got ice cream, went out to the park, a different park, and we were just singing some songs, playing guitar, chilling in hammocks, and it was just a great, really community-driven day for me.
A K-State bucket list item I have completed is going to a football game. However, my family hasn't gone to football games since I was a sophomore. So I've been sitting in regular seats, but now I'm in the student section. That's always a bucket list item of mine because I could be with all the students cheering on the game. And that's been really fun so far.
Attend a football game as a student. That was actually, I was I don't know if I'm ever gonna go to one. And then I did, and I love it. And I plan to go to every other one because they're so fun and just the atmosphere is amazing.
A K-State bucket item that I have already completed would probably be getting my resume done. So I've already created one, I've already updated it, so just kind of stay on top of that over the next 4 years.
Swing dancing. I think swing dancing is so fun. It's one of the few things I do that is just for fun. And I don't think you can go to K-State without trying to go swing dancing at least once.
A bucket list item I'd like to complete, which I'm going to complete, is going to a basketball game and hopefully the Big 12 tournament this year.
Ooh, I would say creating a study abroad plan, because I definitely am super interested in traveling. So actually making an appointment and going to speak with them so I can get that in my plan.
I think what's next for me at K-State is just really focusing on getting better in my classes. I'm doing good right now, but I want to do better. I want to really, really understand the concepts, because I think the biggest takeaway I want from school is school. Like, I really want to learn the concepts that I'm paying to learn and that I'm like interested in. I'm really excited for.
I think now that I've found a few places that I really enjoy just like getting into, what's next for me is just like really going in deep with those groups. And like, I've already spread out a wide net of looking at things, and now it's time to just narrow in and get really in depth with those groups.
Yeah, what's next for me at K-State looking forward to is probably just the major switch, going from science to the business side of things and having to figure out how to make connections, build networking, stuff like that, and also just decide to get to know people here more. I love people, I love talking to people, so like getting to know more people and more faces and more people is just like a great thing, and everybody's so different, it's fun.
So I think I have a couple communities here really, because I've really gotten to connect with some of the campus ministries here, and those people there are great and I love spending time with them, but I've also gotten to know a bunch of people in my major. I've gotten to know a bunch of people in my classes that aren't associated with my major. And there's just so many different areas here at K-State and so many groups that I can be a part of, that there's just so many communities that I am part of.
Yeah, my community it's really good. My fraternity, I think it's a great group of guys. Like, it doesn't seem to like one way or the other. It's a lot of mix of people. It's very welcoming to all sorts of people. So I think I've met a lot of different people throughout here. And even my class especially, I've met a lot of different people. And just the ability to be able to talk to all these different people with different views, different backgrounds, and still be able to make conversation with them is a great thing. And it's a great community here.
Okay, here at K-State, so I actually moved in a little bit early. So I did our Compass program. So I got to come and meet some new people, and that definitely set me up for success, because you know, you're coming in, but I think everyone coming into college knows that they have to meet new people. So it was really easy for us to spark up those conversations and to get to know each other. So I kind of have already had relationships and built relationships with these people. I'm in classes with several of them. So I mean, that has kind of been a core community for me. And then adding to that, when I went to our pancake feed, when I went to those kind of kickoff events, I was able to meet my kind of core group of friends. You know, I didn't know they were living in my dorm or that they were living right next to us. And now we, you know, have movie nights or study or just hang out whenever we can. Some
recent events that definitely affirmed my choice to come to K-State is, I've probably said this like multiple times, the people. I just love the people here. They're all so nice and welcoming. I go to other college, people aren't very welcoming. High school, sometimes are welcoming, but here it's just like everybody's so welcoming, likes to talk. And then I like the class structure too. Class structure's nice, being able to go to a lecture and all that. I like the lecture style here.
I think it's just been walking on campus with my AirPods in, just listening to music, and just like looking around at all the people here. Everyone's smiling as I'm walking by. I'm smiling back to them. The campus is absolutely gorgeous, no matter what time of day, no matter what season. And it's just like, I belong here. Like, I just get that feeling. It just hits me. I'm like, this is my place. Definitely the resources. So like I said, I moved in a little bit earlier, so I got to see a lot of what those resources were, right? And then actually being able to talk to those staff and follow up with them and seeing how passionate they are for the work that they do, and how they go out of their way to kind of check in on you or ask you how you're doing or just have a conversation and reach out. It like definitely reaffirms that, you know, I've made the right choice.
I think that, like, touching back on sort of the community side, it is such a welcoming campus and everyone here is just so nice, and being able to get so plugged in as a freshman just really makes me happy with my decision to come here, because I'm not worried about going to a dining center and having no one to sit with, or just being stuck in my room all day and not having any interaction. I feel like there's always someone, someplace, something I can go to and just have a great time.
I want my legacy at K-State to be that I was able to make small differences that kind of have butterflied into, a difference of culture, or, people feeling more welcome, or a sense of community. I know that there are some things that, I want to improve, or just make people feel more at home when they come here. I know back in high school, I ran a wellness segment, so that was kind of my legacy back at my home high school, talking about suicide and kind of bringing up those conversations of mental health and advocating for that. So, whatever it is that problem that I see here at K-State, I want to be able to make a difference and, gain a passion in that.
At K-State, I don't really particularly have a specific legacy that I want. I always want to be someone who's like helping people. I always want to be someone who's reminded, like when people think of me, they think of someone who helped them. That's what my main goal is just to help people along the way. No matter if I'm significant, if it's a giant, like big help, or if I give them a number 2 pencil in an exam day. Like that's kind of, I just want to help people.
Hopefully my legacy will be something good here. Hopefully I wouldn't matter if it's a big or small thing. I just hope I come here, I can change some people's lives in a good way. Even if it's like one person, just like make their day better. Just hope people have better days because of me. That's really all I look forward to.
I think that I want my legacy to look like me having an impact on like future like incoming classes. When I'm more of a upperclassman, just being able to pour into like the incoming freshman classes and being able to almost like flex my knowledge of K-State and employers and just the whole system to their benefit and get them to be able to do things or know things that maybe I don't even know now about, but things that I wish I would be able to do as a freshman.